Welcome back to the It Girl Playbook, and welcome back to our It Girl Lessons from It Girl series, where we explore the allure of some of the most iconic It Girls and see what it is that makes everyone so obsessed with them. Because by better understanding what makes them so magnetic, we can be inspired to adopt some of their most attractive qualities and values into our lives so that we can level up as well. In today's episode, we will be learning from Cher Horowitz from the iconic movie Clueless. If you're unfamiliar with the plot, Cher is the main character from the movie. She is a wealthy, popular, and quite stylish teen living in Beverly Hills who starts off a little bit superficial, but ultimately we see her develop as a character as she learns growth and self-awareness. We'll revisit this development later on, but let's start off with the first lesson her character teaches us, the optimist advantage. Cher might have been clueless in some ways, but her emotional intelligence made her one of the most socially influential characters, both within the movie and beyond. And what made it especially valuable was that her emotional intelligence was fueled by optimism. She assumes the best in people, and that assumption often brings out the best in them. Cher taking Tai under her wing is a perfect example of this. Cher saw potential in Tai before Tai saw potential in herself. She assumes that Tai can be confident, she can be stylish and popular, and it was because of that belief that Tai started to see it too, and ultimately did become all of those qualities. Even though Cher's approach was superficial at first, we cannot deny that it was her faith in Tai that helps Tai grow into herself. Cher is proof of the optimist advantage, where your choice to see the best in people often brings out the best in them. This translates directly into the ability to influence situations and even relationships because of your ability to uplift everyone. It is because of your optimistic point of view that allows you to influence your own reality and situations in positive ways. Another example of this is when we see Cher play matchmaker with her teachers to improve her grades. It may seem manipulative on the surface, but it also demonstrates her ability to read dynamics and influence outcomes in positive ways. She teaches us that with observation, some intuition, and most importantly, optimism, you too can develop the ability to have this influence to uplift others and navigate situations in your favor. The second lesson that Cher highlights for us is how self-perception is everything. Cher's world bends to her confidence. Even when she's wrong, people believe her because she believes in herself. During her class presentation, Cher gave a wrong argument about allowing the Haitians into America, mixing up political and geographical facts, but she delivers it with so much conviction and charm that her teacher and even her classmates end up applauding her. She's completely wrong, but her confidence sells it. Everyone bought it because she believed every word that she said. This is the perfect example of why self-belief is so valuable. The moment you believe in yourself, others will follow. At times, her confidence borders on delusion, but that's also exactly why she wins. She believes she's capable, charming, and adored, and the world just follows her lead. The thing about confidence is that confidence is contagious. People sometimes don't even respond to what's true. They respond to what's embodied. When you carry yourself like you belong, you teach others to see you that way. And what Cher reminds us is that self-perception starts within. The way you see yourself sets the tone for how others treat you. That's why if you want to be loved, you need to love yourself first. And if you want respect, you need to have self-respect first. So believe that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are deserving. And while perfection isn't the goal, certainty is. She shows us that it's not always about being right. It's about being so sure of yourself, even when you're still figuring it out. And last but not least, lesson number 3, reinvention through self-awareness. We cannot say we analyzed Cher's character if we don't talk about her character development. At the start, Cher thinks she knows best for her friends, for love, for everyone. Her popularity, her charm, and her matchmaking skills definitely supported this, but it was through her mistakes where she learns emotional intelligence also requires humility and self-reflection. Cher has always been a confident character. character. In the beginning, it came from how she curated her life, her behavior, her social circle, and down to her outfits. She dressed the part and played the part. But here's the thing, just because you look the part doesn't mean you're living the part. And that's exactly why Tai, the very girl that Cher took under her wing, eventually started to surpass her. When Tai gained popularity and began getting close to Cher's ex-stepbrother, it quite literally shook her. And for the first time, Cher's confidence wavered. Her moment of clarity where she says, "I'm totally clueless," is a turning point. She realizes that her worth isn't tied to how perfect she appears, but how self-aware and how genuine she can become. When she started reflecting inward, everything changed. Her confidence, it evolved. It became more grounded, less about appearance, and more about alignment. That's when she stopped being quote-unquote clueless. Her self-awareness gave her clarity, and clarity gave her true confidence. She realized that she wasn't upset at Tai because of popularity. She was upset because she had feelings for her ex-stepbrother. That moment of honesty marked her transformation. She went from being totally clueless to simply facing a dilemma, and dilemmas can be solved, which she did by being honest about her feelings and opening up to her ex-stepbrother. When you're clueless, you can't even fix anything because you don't even know what's wrong. But when you gain awareness, you have the power to change it. Awareness begins with the courage to reflect and having the humility to be honest with yourself, not just recognizing your strengths, but also acknowledging your weaknesses also. But once you develop higher self-awareness, you have the power to better align yourself to build confidence, and we can see from Cher how transformational that can be. Cher Horowitz might have started off clueless, but what makes her so incredible as a character worth learning from isn't just her popularity or her fashion. It truly is her growth as a character. Through Optimism, she shows us the incredible magnetic charm of believing in the best in yourself and in others. Through self-perception, she proved that confidence is a reflection of how you see yourself, not how others see you. And through self-awareness, she teaches us that real reinvention starts from within. Her story highlights that any true glow-up isn't about being perfect, especially since her growth as a character began when she finally admitted that she was clueless. I hope that through her character, we were able to learn some valuable lessons that you can take to apply into your own level up journey. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out the It Girl newsletter for episode recaps, to join in on the conversation, and to help decide on what to explore next. I hope to see you in our next episode, and in the meantime, as always, stay hot. Bye!